Okay, Coach, the playoffs are back at Lambeau, and the temps, well, they're where you would expect them in the frigid range. Just how the Cheeseheads like it here in Green Bay, Wisconsin. Coming up, an important divisional round matchup in the NFC between the Atlanta Falcons and the Green Bay Packers. One of two spots in the NFC title game awaits the winner here as we're underway in the divisional round of the NFL playoffs.
Come on, set. 15, line it. 15 line. Ready. Hit it.
Here's Stick on 1st and 10. He gets this to Devontae Adams. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
That's good for the Packers. First down. 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
From Falcon territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
And that's going to be good for another first down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 23. And he's already got 2 catches on the opening drive. They know he's going to be a handful.
And sometimes you game plan for that offensively. You want to make sure that guy touches the ball, and sometimes it just happens naturally. And then you change your game plan. When he has the hot hand, you keep going back to him because he's running routes with confidence as the game goes on.
Once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10.
Under 10.
Running right, Jones. And able to work his way down to the 16. 2nd down, a little more productive than first. 7 yards on the gain. It gets him to 3rd and 3 now.
Brings up 3rd and 3.
We go. 10 juice up. Line 54. Shoot.
He may try and run for this. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
But if you're going to run the read option, typically, you've got to keep an eye on the defensive end.
And what does that mean? What are you looking for with the defensive end?
Well, you want to play off of what he does. If he collapses inside towards the running back, then you pull it and take it yourself outside in. If he stays outside, you go ahead and leave it with the running back. In this case, pulled it and got good yardage himself.
And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. Only a yard that time, 2nd and goal. The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on 2nd and goal.
Pilot, 64, weak. Go.
Here's Stick looking to throw. Buying time to his left. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by Deion Jones, the linebacker. And he is going to be stopped on the return at his own 3-yard line. Certainly not how they envisioned ending their opening drive here in the first quarter.
Too many ones in this play. First quarter, first drive, first interception thrown.
And that last one, that hurts. They'll run on 1st down. Barnes. And he'll take this up to about the... or 8-yard line.
Adrian Amos on the tackle. A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4. At that
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. First carry now for Justice Hill. And he'll be brought down, it looks like, right at the 15. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
They stick on the ground on first down with Hill. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
Brings up second and 11 at the 14-yard line.
Let's go. 60 Pittsburgh.
Check 42's the mark. Check tight. Check tight.
Hey, Alpha. Hit it.
Looking to throw on second down. Womack. And this one's incomplete. The Pro Bowl wideout Julio Jones is intended receiver. And it'll bring up third down. Not sure what happened out there, but it looked like the timing was a little off on that throw.
Well, you know I'm a defender, so what am I going to say?
Great defense.
Darn right. They did something to disrupt that timing.
Hey, high 7. There you go.
Let's get off the field.
To throw on third down. Womack looking downfield for Jones. It got his man complete. Give him 35 yards there on the third down conversion.
You had to figure they'd take a shot downfield on third and long, so the old cliche came into mind right away for me. Who wants it more? You always hear about receivers, you hear about their hands, their moves, their speed. How about the positioning and the desire to go get that one out of the air?
Now here's a throw right side taken in by his tight end. And he is across midfield from 149 to the other 49, a gain of just 2.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
Here's second and 8. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's third down.
The positioning here is key. As a defensive back, you're taught 99% of the time, make a play on the football. But in this case, making a play on the man was all the difference. That's what forced the incompletion.
It's caught. Jones. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. Really been an ideal start for them. They get the turnover on the opening possession. Now here they are moving the ball straight down the field on their first drive.
And that feels good, but you know on their side of the field all they're thinking is finish this drive off.
And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Rashawn Gary in there to bury him for a loss of 11.
Well, we knew this guy wasn't especially fleet of foot, but he tried to conjure up some escapability, but there was no way he was getting away on that one.
So second and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range. The ball popped in the air and intercepted. Adrian Amos with a pick. And this return is going to be halted right around the 28-yard line. Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. They'll start the drive with a carry by Jones. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. We're scoreless after one.
Go! 50 play.
Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on first down. This is Jones. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's second and 9.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
On second and 9, stick, and that's complete to Adams. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. That one a gain of 20 and a first down. From Falcon territory now, here's first and 10 at the 36. A 50-50 ball here, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Deion Jones, the linebacker.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Wide open receiver complete. First catch for him in these playoffs. He was held without one last week, but he's got a first down on that effort. On 1st and 10, Womack, and this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. So he can't hang on, and as I watch that unfold, I remembered an expression that I've heard, maybe from you, I don't know, but you're going to get hit anyways, might as well hold on to the ball.
Well, you know a coach said that, right? Yeah. Not an actual player. Not a chance at all. Way easier said than done.
Pretty good little two-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or two because you want to try and defend on 3rd down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
On 3rd down, Womack, and finding the tight end Hooper. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down. So out now comes the field goal unit for the Falcons. This from 54 yards away. And this is good. It was running out of gas there at the end, but he winds up getting just enough on it. And the Falcons are out to a 3-0 advantage. These kickers now, it's like we take them for granted. Kicks like that used to be such a big deal, and now you just expect them to make it.
Yeah, you're exactly right, and we shouldn't take them for granted. But I have a theory about it. You want to hear it?
Yep.
They are more athletic now than ever before. Talk about kickers. Trace their backgrounds, trace their histories. You'll find that they were big-time athletes all along, but their kicking was so prevalent that we made them specialists.
Well, and now those 50-plus yarders seem easy for some reason. About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively, obviously. 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit like, hey, didn't we practice in that colored jersey all week? Not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with him. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
So 2nd and inches after that first down completion. We're just shy of the marker. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Give him 10 there. Good enough for a Packer first down. After the run by Jones, here's 1st and 10. Now Stick. And his throw here's incomplete. Mike Williams, the intended target. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
Yeah, I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the 2nd quarter, a lot of time to change things. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked up by Delano Hill, and he's able to get it back to the 41-yard line. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. Well, what do you think? You get the ball at the turnover near the middle of the field, you take a shot here in the first play? Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Kenny Clark breaking through to get him to the ground. It's a loss of 7. Well, you don't usually get a sack from a nose tackle spot, but we got one there.
No, we don't, and a lot of the times in passing situations, they end up off the field anyway. So how happy was he to work his way back to the quarterback and put him on the ground? He's going to end up with a nickname after something like that, some Big Jelly or something like that.
4 yards on the pickup there, and now they'll have to contend with a 3rd and 13. 2nd quarter action, 2 minutes to go on divisional round weekend. We remind you, as we've done all year, that coming up at halftime, we will visit with Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll let you know what's going on here on a very eventful divisional round weekend. Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete.
Right up to that point, I was about to say he's had a pretty good half catching the football, but let's just be honest about it. He should have caught that one.
And he knows that. That was one right in his breadbasket and one he normally catches.
The Packers take over 1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
Let's go now.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now. Escaping the pressure right. It's caught here by Adams. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. A well-executed 22-yard gain.
Sometimes it's designed, and sometimes you just have to know when to leave the pocket and move and make something happen. And on that play, he was able to get on the run and was still accurate throwing the football.
Stick looks to throw. Over the middle, that's caught by Adams. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. 2 chunk plays in a row. The last one was over 20 yards, and so is this one. Stick looking to throw on 1st and 10. He goes right back to Adams. That's complete. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Give him 15 there, and the Packers have a first. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
152 fighter.
Get wide.
Now a fake on the give here as they try to run pass option. This thrown quickly out to Jones. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Stick looks to throw it again. Steps away to his left. And that is incomplete.
Well, you know you don't want to make a mistake in that area, so you make sure you make a smart throw. Throw it out towards the sidelines. If you overshoot your guy, so be it. It's just the incompletion that we saw there.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down.
Switch.
Ready?
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be brought down shy of the first down marker at the 11. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half. And his kick is good. And that will knock things up here late in the first half. So they put together a good little drive there, but ultimately stalling out in the red zone.
Yeah, I know a lot of people look at it as a little bit of a negative. They didn't get 6 points out of it, right? Didn't get the touchdown. But that's actually okay. They got 3 points, able to give their defense a little bit of rest, let them settle down over there. So all in all, to me, that's a good drive.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And we're under a minute to go here in what's been an even first half all tied up.
Yeah, still time to make something happen, too. A couple completions, just string them together. Could get into field goal range. Let's see what happens.
The Falcons going to use the second of their timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play. Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on first down. Operating from the gun, Womack airing it out, looking for Ridley, and that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
It seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, only way to play good defense.
And taking it across midfield and inside the 45.
60 outlaw.
Watch the eye.
Following the penalty, it's Hill. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. From the left hash, it's an even 50-yard attempt. And this one is right down Broadway. So we've come upon halftime here in this NFC divisional round matchup. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. A trip to the NFC title game hanging in the balance. Second half action back underway. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
On the ready.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects.
He's got a man, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup. They'll go with Hill here on first down. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. No gain on the play there. Second down.
No gain on the play. Brings up second and 10. At the 48-yard line.
61, matchbox lights.
To throw on second down. Womack. Man open, that's Calvin Ridley. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42. That catch good for 5. It's third down. It looks like the Packers have added an extra DB on third down. From the gun, Womack. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on third down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. Third down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
First and 10. At their own 20-yard line.
About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. And with the way this offense has played thus far, to be frank, they got to feel pretty grateful to be in the ball game.
I would agree with you totally because they've done all of nothing offensively in this game, yet they still find themselves in a position on this drive where a touchdown can give them the lead. They need to take advantage of it.
And they're still looking for that first touchdown here in the third quarter. All they have so far, the field goal. They're throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. After the incompletion, here's second and 10 from the 20. They're going to go play action now with Stick. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Tack McKinley just would not be denied. That's a loss of 7. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Here's Stick, third and long. Dancing to his left. And that's not going to get it done. He'll come up well short of the first at about the 21. Give him 8 yards that time on the scramble, and now fourth down. Here's J.K. Scott now as he's on to punt for the first time tonight. This is taken at the 15. A great return there of 22 yards. And the Falcons will be taking over first and 10.
Ready up.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone.
And I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline because that drives you berserk to come off the field, not really move the ball well. As you said, not even get to the red zone, let alone, not even put points on the board. They've got to just take a deep breath, relax, try and figure out what is working, and call more of that.
It's a gain of 6, moves them to a manageable 3rd and 2 situation.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
Check, Mike 42. You got enough now.
On 3rd and 2, Womack. And it's complete. Hooper. And he gets it down to the 48, enough for the first. 7 yards there, good enough to move the sticks. This quarterback now 9 of 17 through the air. Not a great percentage, but it is first and 10. The throw over the middle taken in. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A good pickup there, a 22.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
They're going to be stopped up on this first down run. He might have gotten back to the line of scrimmage, but that's it. Vanderbilt's own Oren Burks had the tackle defensively. So after the run for no gain, here's second and 10. Second and 10. Oh, a scrap for the football, and he's going to come down with it. That'll put him at 77 yards receiving for the ball game. It's a first down. Great mix of play calling so far. 3 runs, 3 passes. All 3 passes have been completions. First and goal.
I think on defense now, you have to almost take a chance. Rely on your scouting. Pick a play you think they would run here and just load up for it and see what happens.
5 yards, a good run there, and now second and goal.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Zadarius Smith. He's the one that got home and takes him down for a loss of 9.
Second goal, last thing you need to do is get pushed backwards to take a sack. But he couldn't find anywhere to go with the football. Had to eat it and ended up on the ground.
Throwing on third and long. Womack forced out to his left. And he's going to be taken down. They sack him on what will be the final play of quarter number 3. 1 quarter remains for a trip to the NFC title game. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. So they get the 3, but you wonder now, is that going to be enough?
Excellent question, because when I look at the smiles on that side of the field, they're a little tight, aren't they? If they had scored a touchdown there, those would be big half-moon grins right now because they'd feel a whole lot better about their position.
And a touchdown in the other direction, all of a sudden they're down. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
We've seen these defenses make enough opportunistic plays to keep this one low scoring. Flying around, making plays on the ball, and we see yet another errant throw as a result.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Good coverage downfield led to him taking off, picking up the first down on a 13-yard run. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. 1st and 10, stick. Caught by Jones. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. 11 yards and a Green Bay Packer first down. Looked like a pretty good, safe play right there. No, he's had trouble with the interceptions in this game there. Hits his guy out in the flat.
And so many times we hear quarterbacks and offensive coordinators talk about in your progressions, you're either throwing the touchdown or you're...
That's caught inside the 20. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. It's a gain of 35. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. Stick back to pass. Oh, no, he lost the football. And the Falcons grab it. Through an opening, and there he goes. 30, the 20. And he will score. Touchdown, Falcons. This was a close game. They needed a little breathing room. Boy, they got it right there on that return for a touchdown.
Yeah, we would say that this could be huge. Forget it. It was huge. Gave him a comfortable lead.
And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. This one fielded at the 5. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line. About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. And they weren't on the sidelines for long, but I'll tell you what, I'm glad you and I weren't down there. We could hear them, the coaches from all the way up here. They were adamant, you've got to hold on to the football or else we have no hope.
Yeah, it's easy for me to laugh sitting up here, but you're exactly right. If we were down there, that message would have been received a whole different way. Because turnovers, they've been a big problem for them. Got to take care of the football. Got to hold on.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
I remember throughout my career hearing defensive coaches always say, guys, you got to earn the right to rush the passer. And they put themselves in a great spot with this big lead, and they know they've got to throw the ball.
These pass rushers have to be salivating. It is pin your ears back time indeed. It's caught. Cameron, left side. Give him 19 on the play, but they will still come up a bit short. And now it's 4th down. They'll go with Jones. And he's not going to get there. Might have even lost a yard. He only needed a yard, but he couldn't even get back to the line of scrimmage. And the Falcons will take control of the football in great field position. Throwing to start the drive. Womack. And a return across midfield into the 46-yard line. Two-score game here in the 4th, and that pick, it kind of keeps the door ajar, doesn't it?
It does, and you wonder about their strategy because with a 2-score lead, you would think maybe just sitting.
And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off at the 30. And to the 40-yard line, that's where the return stops. Cameron, the intended receiver there. Very good starting field position for the Falcons offense as they come up 1st and 10 at the 40. They try to run on 1st down, but this defense says no dice. They stop them a couple yards behind the line of scrimmage. Call it a loss of 2 on the play. And that'll make it 2nd and 12.
Check one.
22 jet bomber. 22 jet bomber. Go. Deep grip.
Going again on the ground here with Hill. And he's going to be stopped up quickly here. Just a yard up to the 39. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter.
Bravo. Snap.
To throw on 3rd down. Womack. And that is incomplete.
They went with the dime look that time on defense, just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
Now on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. And that'll kick and go out of bounds just outside the 15 at the 16-yard line. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And last time, 1 play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't...
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Tack McKinley in there to get him yet again. That is his 3rd sack tonight. They can't figure him out. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Packer football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And an alley to run. And a productive gain out to the 14 after starting at the 7. It's a gain of 7. On 3rd down, here's Jones. And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. Now it looks like we'll get a timeout, and we will. We've got an injured Packer on the field. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside. Here's Stick on 1st and 10. Finds the open man. It's Mike Williams. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It's a gain of 16 and a 1st down for the green and gold. Now this throw caught left side. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. It's a gain of 16 and a 1st down for the green and gold. Defensively here, you've got the cushion, but back-to-back pretty big pass plays there. Bend but don't break, but are they bending too much?
I think that they are. To me, it'd be like playing basketball, and you put up a token press. Make sure you get up there and make them eat up some time. Make it a little bit of resistance so they can't just run it right down your throat.
Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41. And this is going to be caught. He won the fight for the football. And that's going to be good for another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 22-yard line. And this will leave them a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down. Now the Packers going to burn their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it with 22 ticks to go in the 4th. Flushed out right. And that will be incomplete with a clock showing 18 seconds now to go.
Oh, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
Check, 45.
Third down, they'll throw with stick. And he gets the first down yardage he needs before he's brought down at the 6. First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. So they stay alive in the NFL playoffs, move on to the conference championship, and do you think that the printing press is starting to get those T-shirts and hats ready, my friend?
They have to, Brandon. They have to be ready because if you win, you've got to hand those out on the field right away. And just think about the pressure for the players now. Families are going to be talking about tickets to the Super Bowl even before you play the conference championship game.
So that'll do it for us. For my partner, Charles Davis, and all the hard-working men and women on our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL right here on EA Sports. From Lambeau, good night, everybody.